order it's not in the back.
I don't know. They change it over the time.
Well, do I need to give you?
Thanks for joining us. This is a scrimmage between the 7U Gardendale Rockets All-Stars and the 8U Gardendale Rockets All-Stars. Leading off for the 7U Rockets, number 13, Caden Mize on deck. Number 5, Brooks Bowen. Pitch 1 comes in. It'll pop up down the third baseline. Caden takes pitch 2. He drives it straight down the gap between shortstop and third base. Left fielder sucked it in and thrown it into second base. Shortstop has the field under control. The ball's back to the pitcher. Mr. Brooks Bowen at the plate, number 5 on deck. Number 4, RJ Busby. Brooks swings at pitch 1. That's a miss. Pitch 2, Brooks Bowen gets a hold of that. Solid hit out in the left field. Calling for Caden Mize to come around the third. And Brooks is between first and second. That's a throw into second. And Caden Mize will put the first point on the board for the 7U Rockets. There's a dangerous man at the plate, number 4, RJ Busby. First pitch delivered, RJ watches it in. Bounces to the backstop. Second pitch, a little doodle bopper. And that's an overthrow to first base. RJ is running into second. Was given a little gift there. Number 7's at the plate for the 7U Rockets, Mr. River Rex. RJ Busby in scoring position at second base. Pitch is delivered. River takes pitch 1. Pitch 2's delivered. A little foul ball into the backstop. Pitch 3 delivered. River straight up the middle. Good authoritative blast straight into the outfield. A hit in anybody's book. Looks like Mr. RJ Busby's going to put the second point on the board. Mr. River Rex sitting on second base in scoring position. Coming to the plate, number 22, Cooper Hanley. So your score is now 3-0. Cooper Hanley swinging there at pitch 2. Pulls the head out just a little bit. Pitch 3 is fouled over the net on the third base line. Pitch delivered. Cooper bounces that ball down the third baseline. Rivers coming in aggressively to third base, and he takes the bag. We now have runners on 1 and 3. And Mr. Charlie Smith is at the plate, number 12 for the 7U Rockets. Charlie takes a slicing swing, second pitch, and is fouled off to the backstop. Charlie drives pitch 3, straight at the shortstop, Sheldon. Picks it up, tries to go 1. Charlie is already past the bag, and Charlie's going to take base 2. Cooper Hanley's now driving down the baseline, and he slides in. Looks like he's safe. Cooper gets the run on the board for the Rockets with a bang-bang play at home plate. Your Rockets are now with a 5-piece on the board. KJ Caddis, a little pop-up to the third baseline. Short slot calls him off. Shelton throws the ball home, controls the field. Your catcher, Henry Robinette, catches the ball and gets the field under control. At the plate, number 8, Eli Currington. Charlie Smith sitting on third base, ready to score. Pitch is delivered. Eli smashes that ball straight to second base. It's a simple catch. And he's out at home plate, looks like. Great tag. Great combination play for the 8U Rockets. John Riley Donaldson throws the ball to Robinette at home for the tag out. And that's 3 away for the Rockets. We now have 5 runs on the board for the 7U Rockets. And your 8U Rockets are now coming to the plate. I'll draw your attention to the Rockets' defense at this time. Behind the plate today will be Mr. R.J. Busby and K.J. Caddis. Holding down first base, River Rex. On the pitcher circle, Dom Puccio. At first base, at second base, Cooper Hanley. At shortstop, J.D. Puccio. At, I believe, at third base, maybe Charlie Smith. We got a change up here? Sorry. In left field, Eli Currington. Left center, Caden Mize. Right center, J.P. Petrozella. Out in right field, K.J. Caddis. Starting at shortstop, Brooks Bowen. Third base, Mr. Charlie Smith. It's a sunny day in Gardendale, Alabama. The heat is in the 90s. And the fans are poised and cheering on their kids. First pitch delivered. RJ takes that in. Batter takes pitch 1. Pitch 2 is driven down the third baseline. It's a foul ball. At the plate, Mr. Brax Thomas. He's your left center fielder for the 8U Rockets. He drives that ball straight to shortstop. Brooke Bowen grabs it up, and that's a bang-bang play to Mr. River Rex at first base for your first out, the 7U Rockets. That looked like a baseball play, boys and girls. At the plate for the 8U Rockets, John Riley Donaldson. RJ blocks the ball up on the plate. And it's back out to the pitcher. Pitch 2 is delivered. A little doodle bopper straight up the middle. Brooks tries to handle that. And we've got the field under control. We are without our pitcher right now, Mr. Don Puccio. At the plate, Mr. Hank Reeves, number 10 for the 8U Rockets. Hank takes pitch 1. Hank hits pitch 2 back. KJ Caddis falls backwards in the knee-deep grass. JP grabs it up to Cooper Hanley. They fire it into home. RJ Busby has control of the field. It's a great defensive play to hold them at bay. At the plate for the 8U Rockets, number 23, Thomas Shelton. He's your shortstop for the 8U Rockets. He's poised and ready at the plate, batting from the right-hand side. And the first pitch is delivered, and he foul tips that ball. Second pitch is delivered. Little foul tip again. Swinging under the ball just slightly. The 8U Rockets have runners in scoring position at second and third base. And the third pitch is delivered. And that's hit back in the right field. KJ's coming up, and he makes a catch. And the ball's thrown into 2. And it's an overthrow. Eli's coming up. KJ Caddis with a great catch out in right field. That ball's hit straight away to center field. JP Petruzella sucks it right in, straight into Brooks Bowen, second plate. He'll get that under control, but Mr. Hank Reeves will tag home plate and put the Gardendale 8U Rockets at 2 points on the board. Oh, yeah. That ball's hit straight away by Keener. Fielded by Cooper Hanley to second base. A little drop by Brooks. We've got a force-out situation at all 3 bags. And the 7U Rockets have 2 outs. They're looking for an out anywhere they can get it right now. That ball pops up down the first baseline. Rivers snoozing down there. Mom said a little bit of effort. I'll tell you what, though. A lot going on in the ball game. And the pitch is delivered. And he holds up. 8U Rockets have runners on first and second. That ball's hit straight to shortstop. That's underhanded straight to second. Cooper Hanley sucks that in. We've got 3 away, folks. We're rolling into the top of the second inning. Your Gardendale 7U Rockets are sitting at 5 5 runs on the board. Gardendale 8U at 2 runs. Up first for your Gardendale 7U Rockets, Mr. J.P. Petrozella, number 11. J.P. is set and ready to deal damage to the 8U Rockets. Little cheer of "Let's go JP" pouring out of the dugout down on the 7U corner of the field.
You know what to do. Get mad at that ball. I know. There you go.
The 8U Rockets are set and ready on defense. Their catcher is now in position, and the first pitch is delivered. JP watches in pitch 1. Pitch 2 is hit right over the head of Mr. Cade Powell, and he runs down the line like a speed demon, and he's sitting on base 1. At the plate for your 7U Rockets, number 13, Caden Mize. Caden wastes no time. Little pop-up in the infield. Cade Powell works across the middle of the field, catches that offhand. Great catch. The 8U Gardendale Rockets have 1 out. At the plate for your 7U Rockets, number 5, Brooks Bowen. First pitch is delivered. Brooks watches it in. Dad calls from third base to swing hard, son. And he drives that ball straight away. Hank Reeves makes quite a snag over there and holds JP at base 1. What a catch. Outstanding catch. In the left-handed batter's box for your 7U Rockets, Mr. RJ Busby. RJ watches in pitch 1. Pitch 2 is delivered. RJ wastes no time eating that ball straight out into right field. JP is going to turn the corner and work towards 3. Coach calls for 3, and it's right on the money. JP grabs the bag, and RJ obtains second base. We've got go-ahead. We've got 2 runners in scoring position at second base and third base, and Mr. River X is at the plate. He watches in pitch 1. Seems to be a theme today. Pitch 2 delivered. It's popped straight up, and the catcher throws his arms down in disgust because it practically just popped right out of the glove. The ice cream fell on to the surface. Pitch 2 delivered. River Rex hits that ball out in the left field. Your left fielder is now turned back to the field, is running away. Ball is thrown into 3. River Rex back on second base, and he's got 2 RBIs for your Gardendale 7U Rockets. Seven U Rockets sitting at 7 runs. Pitch delivered to Cooper Hanley. He watches in pitch 1. That ball's driven straight down the third base line. Blocked up like a great wall over on third base and back to the pitcher. We've got 2 outs, runners on first and second. Fourth situation for the 8U Rockets. Charlie Smith's at the plate. Charlie Smith takes pitch 1. Charlie Smith, little pop-a-doo, and it hits the dirt, thank goodness. Second pitch delivered to Mr. Charlie Smith. He drives that ball straight into left field, and that's an explosive hit. Coach John Eric calling for Cooper. Cooper's at second. Looks like he's going to obtain home plate, and Mr. Charlie Smith's going to run in and sacrifice his body to an out there at third base, but not before he drove in a couple runs. The Gardendale Rockets obtained 4 runs in the second inning. Now that we drop into the bottom of the second inning, I'm going to lead off with the 8U Rockets, number 2, Mr. Cade Powell.
Where's Jenna? With one of the girls? Okay. She, is that her on Bill Noble? Yeah. Is it? I thought it was. I looked at it and I was like, I think that's it. I reckon it's strange when we like fill all our stuff out, we have to read that, you know, they have new stuff. Oh yeah. You see it and you're like, wait a minute. Oh well, never mind, that's what they do. Yes, they do.
Coach calls for the balls to be tossed in, and we're ready to roll into the bottom of the second inning. The 7U Rockets are rolling without a pitcher today. Cade Powell, hands high and ready for the pitch to be delivered. Pitch 1's delivered. Cade drives that ball straight into left field. Mr. Caden Mize puts a block on it. It comes into Cooper Hanley, and we've got control of the field. Great single blast by Mr. Cade Powell. Mr. Lane Howard, number 27 for the 8U Rockets, takes pitch 1. Cade Powell on first base, ready to make his way around the horn for the 8U Rockets. Second pitch is delivered to Lane, and he drives that ball straight away to right field. KJ Caddis scoops it up, and we've got him in a run down here, Brooks. And we've got control of the third base. Charlie Smith sucked that in. KJ Caddis did a great job getting that ball in. At the plate for your 8U Rockets. Looks like Mr. Ashton Reed at the plate. He wastes no time. John Paul aggressively runs in, ball off the tip of the leather, and the 8U Rockets are sitting on base 1 and 2. Your 8U Rockets gained an RBI by Mr. Ashton's hit. That ball comes in aggressively to third base after a little hesitation. And we've got bases loaded for the 8U Rockets. And number 24, Donaldson at the plate. We're in a no-out situation with the bases loaded. The first pitch is delivered to Donaldson. His eyes are straight ahead, and he takes pitch 1. The 7U Rockets back against the wall. Pitch delivered. Donaldson hits straight to second base. Cooper Hanley to Brooks Bowen obtains an out. It's like Ashton Reed will also obtain home plate. That's 2 RBIs on the board for Donaldson. Got an out at second, but the damage has been dealt. The Gardendale 8U Rockets are now at 5 runs to 9 runs for the 7U team. Hank Reeves at the plate. First pitch is dealt, and he takes it. That's a deep fly ball by Hank Reeves, straight away to center field, and they're rounding the bases. Caden Mize throws it into Charlie Smith. That's a close play. The tag was not applied, and Donaldson gains third base. What a blast by Mr. Hank Reeves, number 10. Number 23, Thomas Shelton to the plate for the 8U Rockets. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. The sun is beaming down on the field here at Lumen Harris. Pitcher wipes the sweat from his brow and delivers pitch 1. That ball is hit sharp straight away to Brooks Bowen. Hits him on the toe there. Mr. Hank Reeves was held at bay at second base. Mr. Henry Robinette, number 5 for the 8U Rockets at the plate. He's got 2 runners on base, first and second. Pitch is dealt. He hits that ball sharply into right field. Great base hit. KJ Caddis scoops it up, throws it in second. The runner safe. Mr. Hank Reeves will do a double hop onto home plate to put another run on the board for the 8U Rockets. The score is now 9-6. 9-7. That ball's hit straight over second base. JP throws it straight into second base for a force out from the outfield. It's always good to see an out come from the outfield. Number 7, Grayson Keener at the plate for the 8U Rockets.
Oh, he
He's got a runner on first base. First pitch is dealt. A little high, but he swings at it. Fouls off to the backstop. Pitch 2's dealt, and he hits that ball. It's a high, lofty fly ball, just beyond the leather of Brooks Bowen. And the 8U Rockets have runners on first and second base.
Stick that sword on my rear. Back it. Hello, friend. Surprise. PG, Beckett, PG.
Mr. Cade Powell's back at the plate for your 7U Rockets. 8U Rockets, I'm sorry. He drives that ball straight away to Brooks. Brooks to Cooper Hanley. We've got an out. And that's 3 away. The 8U Rockets are hot on the heels of the 7U team. The score is now 9-8, 7U.
KJ, let's hit the baseball. Let's go hard.
You got it. Hey, girl. How are you? Good.
This is the top of your third inning. Mr. KJ Caddis at the plate, number 23 for the 7U Rockets. The pitch is dealt to the hammer, and he takes a mighty slice. Ball just off the top of the bat. Mr. Cade Powell sucks that ball in. Little overthrow to first base. KJ Caddis back on one. Stepping into the box for the Gardendale 7U Rockets, Mr. Eli Curington.
Let's go, Eli. Hit it hard.
Eli wastes no time driving that ball out into right field. KJ Caddis running into second base, and he is safe. Good lofty fly ball in the right field for Eli. And boys and girls, we're working. 7U Rockets now have runners at 1 and 2, and Mr. J.P. Petruzella at the plate. He takes pitch 1. Pitch 2 comes in. He deals a mighty blow off the top of the tin roof down on the 7U dugout. The call comes in from the grandparents and the parents to straighten it out, young man. The pitch is dealt, and he drives it straight ahead, Mr. Cade Powell. Cade works straight to third base and throws it. You got an out at third base. Powell Reeves connection for your first out of the inning. Caden Mize is at the plate. Eli Curington in scoring position at second base. Mr. J.P. Petruzella on one behind him. That ball's hit straight ahead. Eli takes off. Eli gets away with murder. Running with one and out aggressively to third base, but the ball was mishandled and dropped. Somehow or another, the runner going in second, we've called out. I thought he was there, but video will tell the truth, I'm sure. I don't know that we've even got an umpire in the field, but we're playing on the honor system, so he took off to the dugout. Mr. Brooks Bowen at the plate, number 5. Eli's over on third. Brooks drives that ball deep into left field. Ashton lets it drop. Eli slaps the plate at home. He's calling Caden Mize in. Caden on third and Mr. Brooks on second base. That's an explosive hit by Brooks Bowen, number 5 for the 7U Rockets. With 2 outs, you couldn't ask for anything better. And to put a point on the board here, we'll see if number 4, the dangerous man, is at the plate. R.J. Busby. See if he can clear the bases here with 2 outs. First pitch is watched in. He wanted it, but he held. Hands back, pitch is dealt. He drives that straight into right field. It's a worm burner, and R.J. is running. Brooks Bowen rounds 3. And it's going to be a bang bang, and he overruns the bag, and he is tagged, I believe, safe, but boy, that was close at second base. Number 7, River Rex at the plate for your 7U Rockets. R.J. Busby in scoring position at second. River drives the ball deep. Ashton is smoked. And R.J. Busby's rounding third. River Rex rounding second. Looks like he's going to look down at third and get back on the pad. What a hit by number 7, River Rex. Mr. Cooper Hanley, number 22 at the plate. He watches in pitch 1. Pitch 2 is foul, just to the left-hand side of the back. Pitch is dealt. Reeves raises. River comes into third, and Cooper grabs second base. Well, there's a little confusion over on the left-hand side of the field at third. Mr. Hank puts the ball back in the glove of Coach Hanley, and we're back to play. Number 12, Charlie Smith at the plate. Pitch is dealt.
Get there, Cole. You gotta get there.
Charlie Smith hits the ball, and he's grabbing second base. He drives in River Rex and Cooper Hanley. Charlie's got a little dirt on the drawers, but he is standing tall at second base. Mr. Tim. Do I need to be green or yellow? Yeah, it was yellow. That ball's driven and sucked in by left center fielder. What a blasting hit by KJ Caddis. It just happened to fall right into the wrong spot, inside the palm of the glove. The 8U Rockets have put an end to that party. Their 7U team sitting at 15 runs on the board. 8U sitting at 8. They're within striking distance here.
Yep, my best friend's right here. Hang on, let me come with you.
We're in the middle of the third inning. 8U team is coming to the plate with the sticks. The plate's being swept. The ball's being thrown. But the grass is not being cut. Mr. Lane Howard at the plate for the 8U Rockets. He bops pitch one. Cooper Hanley comes in aggressively. Just a little too far. A little too much real estate to cover. Reminds me of Mr. Don Puccio that we would normally have there to draw that in and fire to first base. But he's cheering on his brother as they pursue a 5U state title. Mr. Ashton Reed at the plate for the 8U Rockets. Ashton is a force to be reckoned with. That first ball fouled off. The second pitch is dealt. Ashton, little hopper, shortstop. Brooks deals it out just a little too late. Mr. Brax Thomas at the plate for the 8U Rockets. That ball's straight down the fence line towards the third base line. That ball's a straightaway. Eli catches the sun apparently. Straight away to third. We get the force out at third base. The sun is beaming straight into left field. It looked like Eli may have hesitated because of the sun. I'm not sure. Anyways, we got the force out there at third base to Mr. Charlie Smith. Donaldson's at the plate for your 8U Rockets. Ashton Reed in scoring position at second. That ball's hit straight away. Brooks sidesteps it. J.P. Petrozella gets it in. Cooper Hanley puts the leather on the knee, but he is firmly there on second base. At the plate for your 8U Rockets, number 10, Hank the Hammer Reeves. Eli is deep into left field, respecting Hank's ability. We just saw him jack one deep into left field a moment ago, or left center. That ball's hit sharp into the field. Eli throws that in. Charlie Smith will suck it up. That's about all you can do with that, boys and girls. That's an RBI for Hank Reeves. Number 23, Mr. Thomas Shelton at the plate for your 8U Rockets. The pitch delivered, and he hits it hard straight away into left field. Eli bobbles the ball, and we've got another RBI on the board. We got a forced situation with the 8U Rockets at all 3 bags. That ball's hit straight away again to left field. The ball's just not rolling into the glove over that 14-inch grass out in left field. Generally speaking, Eli seats the ball pretty firm in his glove, but it looks like it's kind of dealing with some issues. That ball's hit straight away by Keener. Brooks mishandles. JP fires it in. We got an out at second base to Cooper Hanley. Outstanding heads-up baseball play by JP Petruzella. We've got 2 away. 8U Rockets are on the heels of the 7U team. Just 2 runs away at 13 on the board. Brooks Bowen with a snag straight through the air at shortstop, and that shuts down the party. We're rolling into the top of the 4th inning. First into the batter's box for the 7U Rockets, number 8, Eli Carrington. The sun is starting to sink into the western sky, and the birds are starting to sing. It's just a beautiful afternoon for some baseball. Thank you for joining us here at GSPN, your Gardendale Sports Network. Your catcher is ching ching bada bing bing to the back of the plate, and we are ready to play ball. The hesitation at home plate by Eli draws a little push from the coach to run, and ball dinks out into right field with a base hit. We've got a leadoff single from Eli. JP Petruzella, number 11, at the plate. That ball bounces off the rubber. Second pitch is dealt to JP. JP drives that ball down the third base line. It's fielded. Eli runs into second, and he is safe. He pulled off the bag. It was good hustle but he was, I felt like a little late to the bag. Looked like the player pulled off the bag just a little bit. Not a bad play from the 8U team, but we now have 2 runners on the base. Mr. Caden Mize at the plate. Pitch is dealt. He drives the ball straight away to the shortstop. Hops over the glove. Looks like Eli's going to try to take home. And he will slap the soul onto the plate. The 7U Rockets now have 2 runners on the pads. And none other than number 5, Brooksy Bowen, in the right-handed batter's box. The first pitch is dealt, and he takes it. What you say, Virgil? He lifts the hands, and he drives the ball straight away right to the glove of the shortstop. JP holds firm as a mannequin at second, and he's got timeout. RJ the Beast Busby at the plate for your 7U Rockets. 2 runners on base. He takes pitch 1. He's a mighty dangerous man with a bat in his hands. The pitch is delivered, and he watches in pitch 2. Chase swings out to the right-hand side of the mound. Clear for the ball, and he jacks the ball into right field off the leather of the right fielder. RJ taps base 1. He's into base 2. Coach calls for down, and he's got 2 RBIs with a blasting hit to right field. Mr. Caden Mize taps the plate right after Mr. J.P. Petruzella, and that's 2 more runs on the board for your 7U Rockets. Number 7, River Rex at the plate. We'll see if he can push Mr. R.J. Busby on around the horn. The pitch is dealt, and he takes it right on the inside corner of the plate. It was a beauty. Pitch 2 delivered, and he drives it deep into left field. And that ball is sealed up. Throwing it back into second. RJ gets back on the bag. Mr. Ashton Reed with an outstanding catch in left field from a blasting hit by River. And we've got 2 outs. Cooper Hanley at the plate. He takes pitch 1. Pitch 2 is driven straight down to the third baseman. Sun in the eyes. RJ will grab the bag. Cooper rounds base 1. He'll hold at bay on base 1. If you want to use Mother Nature on your side, hit the ball on the left-hand side of the field right now. The sun is beaming into the eyeballs of the third baseman and the left fielder and the left center fielder. Ball's delivered to Charlie Smith. Charlie straight ahead, almost hits the bag at second. That ball is headed to the greenland. Cooper Hanley rounds second. The ball is launched in from center field, and Cooper Hanley is halfway down the field, and we've got a jam-up play at home, and Cooper Hanley's in, and he's safe. Charlie Smith grabs third base for a triple. And we're cooking, boys and girls, we're cooking. That's 20 taps of the plate for your Gardendale 7U Rockets. They've obtained a 7-point lead now over the 8U team. Mr. KJ Caddis, number 23 at the plate. The hammer lays down, ball straight to the shortstop. It looks a little high, and it overthrows. KJ decides he's going to play footsie tootsie over on first base, but he's back on the pad, thank goodness. Give a man a heart attack. Back at the plate, number 8, Eli Curington. Eli never wastes much time trying to take a swing at the ball. Straight away to Mr. Cade Powell, a little doodle bopper, and he is pushed Mr. KJ into a force out at second base. It's the middle of the inning, folks, but the damage has been dealt by the 7U team. The score is 21-13, 7U leading. We're rolling into the bottom of the 4th inning. Your 8U Rockets are at the plate, ready to hit. Number 2, Mr. Cade Powell. If I were to give a country boy's rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game here in the 4th inning, it would sound something like this. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. So just root for the Rockets. If they don't win, it's a shame, or it's one. Out at the old ball game. Go Rockets! Let's go! Mr. Cade Powell at the plate for your Rockets. Number 2. The first pitch is dealt. And he drives the ball straight down the third baseline. Charlie Smith blocks it up, knocks it down, holds control, but no throw on the play. And the ball is hit straight up the middle to Cooper Hanley. Cooper taps second base, and we've got an out, folks. In hindsight, I hope you all know that I'm just a fun-loving guy in some ways, and I am obviously well aware that I will not be signing any record deals anytime soon. But it's all fun and games here at the Lumen Harris Park between the 7U and 8U Rockets. At the plate for your 8U team, Mr. Ashton Reed. Ashton Reed is an absolute bolt. And when he's set to run, no one can stop him. He drives the ball. It's a little dinkle bob straight down the third baseline, and he gets first base in true form. Mr. Brax Thomas, your left center fielder, number 3 for the 8U Rockets, is at the plate. That's a balk on the pitcher. We won't charge it. Pitch is delivered. And he takes pitch 1. There's a little rumble coming from the 8U dugout. The pitch is dealt, and it's straight into right field, and Eli's burnt like a piece of toast. Ashton Reed rounding second into third. Ball thrown straight into third base. Runner held at bay. That ball's hit straight away. JP controls it and throws straight in. Mr. Hank Reeves at the plate. And the Rockets respect him here. The 7U team backs up to the fence line. Pitch is dealt. Straight over the plate for pitch one. He takes pitch one. That ball fouls off to the right-hand side of the playing field. Mr. Reed tosses it back over the fence in good form, and we're back to playing ball. That's a ground rule double. He bounces it over the fence. Just a little beyond the reach of Eli out there in left field. And Mr. Shelton is at the plate. The 8U team is now sitting at 16 runs on the board. Your 7U team sitting at 21. Mr. Thomas Shelton at the plate. He drives the ball into left field. Caden Mize blocks it up after it goes past Brooks, and Cooper Hanley's got control at second base. We've got timeout on the field. Mr. Henry Robnett, the catcher for the 8U Rockets, is now at the plate. He's cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Pitch one is delivered, and he drives it straight to shortstop over the glove of Brooks Bowen. Caden Mize backs him up, and we've got timeout. Number 7, Grayson Keener at the plate. He's your right center fielder for the 8U team. He's set. That ball's dealt straight away to Brooks Bowen. He is safe at second base. Well, coach says out. I say safe. I say safe. There's a little discussion. When you don't have an umpire on the field, this becomes a general rule of what's the call. But the consensus is he's standing on the bag and he is making declaration of safe. Two runners on the base. That ball's hit straight away into center field. The ball's knocked up. JP Petruzella makes a great aggressive run to the ball. Drops down into center field, just a simple base hit. And the 8U Rockets have worked around their order this inning. Mr. Cade Powell is back into the batter's box.
Give me an out. Let it keep it in front, guys. Come on.
We've got a timeout on the field.
Stop me up. You stop me up.
We'll use this time for a commercial break. If you have hydraulic needs, please consider my friends over at National Mill Maintenance on Highway 79 in Tarrant. They can take care of your hydraulic leaks. They can rebuild your hydraulic pistons. And these are the guys for the job. With a full CNC shop. All sorts of ability there within that shop. They can get you back up and running at your local steel mill or scrap yard or at other industrial sites. Number 2, Cade Powell we're back to playing ball. Cade Powell bops the ball straight to shortstop. Cooper Hanley tries to handle it, throws it to first base. Just a little late. And that was just an infield hit. That's about all you can call it, folks. Sometimes the ball goes up and just falls completely dead. And it was a true chip shot. The 8U Rockets are tied on the heels of the 7U team, just 2 points out at 19 runs on the board. We've got 2 outs. That ball jumps over like a jackrabbit. KJ Caddis fires it into second base. We've got control of the field, but not before the damage has been dealt. Once again, it's a hot summer day, and Pandy's Snow Biz is out working the streets, selling those snow cones. Swing by your Pandy's and grab yourself a large snow cone. I would recommend coconut with a little cream on the top. But with 999 flavor options, swing on by Pandy's and grab yourself a Snow Biz. Up to the plate for your 7U Rockets. Number 11, J.P. Petruzella. It's a tight score, folks. Your 7U Rockets are sitting at 21. Your 8U team has made quite a charge to put 20 points or 20 runs on the board. There's a call for Mr. JP to drive the ball. It's delivered, and he truly does. Great hit into left field. Ashton comes up, grabs that ball like a athlete, fires it into second base, and they've got him under control at first base. What a hit from Mr. John Paul Petruzella. That's a base hit in any standard. And that's a leadoff. Caden Mize, number 13, at the plate. Caden wastes no time driving the ball deep into left field. 8U Rockets watch it drop. JP, Caden hot on the heels, is held up at second base. To the plate, number 5, Brooks Bowen. He takes pitch 1 off direction from John Eric. Pitch 2's dealt. He drives that ball hard down the third base line. Straight into a force out. And your 8U team has 1 out. Mr. R.J. Busby is at the plate, ready to crack that egg open and flow some points to the plate. Your catcher's back in gear and behind the plate. R.J.'s cocked, rocked, and ready to rock. First pitch he takes. He says, I want it right down the middle, Coach. Coach puts it right down the middle. And R.J. Busby tees off like a golf shot, and that is going to hit the fence on a bop. Brooks Bowen rounds third. R.J. threw his arms in the air like he might have thought that ball got out of there. And I have to somewhat agree because the sun was beaming down and it looked like it was right on the fence line. But it popped the sign out there in right field at about 175 feet, and Mr. River Rex is at the plate. River Rex takes pitch 2, and he drives it straight into left field. Ashton Reed comes in. No one calls the ball. It drops into the field. R.J. Busby runs aggressively to home, and that ball's bouncing around. R.J. lucks out and grabs home plate after Coach calls him back to third, but it was too late. That dog was already hunting by the time he was called back, and it was just one of those situations where you didn't know what to do, but hey, he got the point on the board. No harm, no foul. Number 22, Cooper Hanley, takes pitch 1. Hanley bops the ball straight to Cade Powell. They throw that to first base. And the 8U team has 2 away. Not before number 7, Mr. River Rex, tapped home plate. Put another run on the board. Your Gardendale 7U Rockets are sitting at 25 points on the board. I continue to say points. I know it's runs, but I try not to live in the world of technicalities, even though I have been reprimanded at times. That pitch comes in. Charlie Smith with a bopper straight over the shortstop's head. And he's handed a golden ticket to base 1. KJ Caddis at the plate, number 23. And on deck, number 8, Eli Curington. 23 Caddis drives the ball out into the field. It drops into the green. He calls for him to run to third. Charlie runs back. Good read on the play, and Eli's at the plate. We've got 2 outs. Be high time for a good line drive hit out in the right field. I'll call a shot. I might have to get in the boiling pot later. And it's a dinkle bobber straight up the middle and an out. I'll go back to commentating and quit calling shots. Looks like we're going to roll one more inning here. I'm sorry, the 8U team will come out in the bottom here of the 5th and try to answer. And then I don't know if we're going to roll a 6th inning or not, but we're definitely going to play this 5th inning. The 7U team is up by 5 runs. We will see if they can defend those points and hold the 8U team at bay. This has been a great evening of baseball. If you like offense, a good 45-point game is all you need. And that's what we've been given tonight. We've got a kung fu fight on the sidelines. Nunchucks and swords being dealt. She swings, and the end of the nunchuck flies off. Mr. Ashton Reed is at the plate with a nunchuck in his hand, or a bat, and we'll see if he delivers a blow here to the 7U team. Coach says, all right, Ashton, here we go, man. Hit the ball, and that first pitch is dealt. He wastes no time hitting that ball into left field. Eli comes in and dives at the ball. It pops out of the leather, and it was good effort, but it's popped out. That's the way it goes. You catch 1,000 of them in the front yard, but you get in a game, and it's hard to hold on to when the pressure's on. That pitch is dealt, and it goes straight over the head of Charlie Smith. He touches leather, and he throws it into second. And the 8U Rockets have started things off in fine fashion. We've got 2 runners on the base. And at the plate, Mr. John Riley Donaldson for the 8U Rockets. First pitch is dealt, and Donaldson watches it in. There's a little chatter coming out of the 8U dugout. The pitch is dealt, and it's straight ahead. Brooks Bowen scoops that up, throws one. River works slightly down the baseline, just enough to hold Ashton at third base. And we've got one away. This game is absolutely coming down to the wire. He takes pitch 1. Hammering Hank, number 10, at the plate. The 7U Rockets are on the fence line, and it's driven out into left field. Caden Mize sucks it up, and he goes 3 with the ball. Charlie Smith misses, and then the runners are held at base 1 and 2. Mr. Shelton is at the plate, number 23 for your 8U team. 2 ducks on the pond. He drives that ball straight up the middle. Hits Cooper Hanley. He's down. Caden Mize grabs the ball. Charlie Smith allows it to pop off the leather, and we've got a little timeout for medical attention on the field. A little muscle pop.
Exactly. I answered that before I said it. Actually,
That ball straight ahead. Caden Mize calls for it, makes the catch. Number 10, Mr. Hank Reeves, held at third base. There's an overthrow to home.
so really and truly, he spent like the first 18 months with her, so that's really where he gets that, like, because my sister said, well, you're in there too, and I'm like, oh, no.
Mr. Grayson Keener, number 7, in the box for the Rockets. They're down by 3 runs. A good drive here. JP is burnt. He is safe at second base.
Very well. That's me. That's me.
Folks, we've got a ball game. The tying run is on second base. We've got 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 5th. Lukey Van hits the ball straight down the third baseline. Keener runs back to second, and we hold him at bay. The go-ahead run is on first base, the tying run on second, and Mr. Cade Powell is in the box with 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch is dealt. Cade Powell flies it out. Eli shuts down the party with a diving catch in left field and redeems himself. That's a baseball play.
That was awesome. I got it.
Are we done? Are we rolling another? Hey, Chase. My back hot. Mr. Tim says I'm back on a hot mic, which might be a dangerous scenario. Mr. J.P. Petrozella at the plate. It's a tight ball game. It is a practice game, but it's a tight one, and it's a fun one. And if you can't get joy out of a 49-point game rolling into the 6th inning, then go ahead and put yourself in the grave. He drives the ball straight over second base. It's a blasting hit. It bounces center field and left center. Mishandled the ball, and JP is sitting on first base. The big dog, Caden Mize, is at the plate, number 13. He drives it straight into right field. It's a blast. JP takes a peek at the ball, round second base. Caden hot on his heels. He bobbles at second. JP held at base 3. We've got 2 runners in scoring position, and Mr. Brooks Bowen is at the plate. Pitch 1's delivered, and he takes it. And the second pitch comes in. He drives that over the second baseman's head. And the 7U Rockets are slicing and dicing. Mr. Caden Mize headed in, stand up to home plate. 2 RBIs on the board for Mr. Brooks. A great hit by Mr. Brooks Bowen. Mr. R.J. Busby at the plate. Pitch is delivered. And he takes pitch 1. Pitch 2 delivered. And he drives that ball straight ahead into center field. Brooks Bowen takes off from second. And Hammer and Hank launches it home, and it's an overthrow. And he puts his foot on home plate. R.J. Busby with a stand-up triple. in the top of the 6th inning. Mr. River Rex takes pitch 1. The old Alabama River rolls the ball straight out into right field over the second baseman's head, and R.J. Busby will tap home plate and put another run on the board for your 7U Rockets. Things are rolling right along for the 7U team here in the 6th inning. And Mr. Cooper Hanley, number 22, is in the batter's box. The pitch is dealt. He takes pitch 1. Catcher back there seals the ball up in fine fashion. Pitch 2 comes in quickly, straight ahead. Cade Powell gets the lead run there at second base. Shortstop hops out of the way, doesn't want anything of Rivers' cleats coming into his ankles. And Rivers headed off to the dugout. Number 12, Hot Sauce Smith at the plate. The pitch is dealt. And he takes pitch 1. Pitch 2 delivered. And it was a great take. Dropped a little shy of the plate. And we're on to pitch 3. He takes a slice at pitch 3 and fouls it off to the backdrop. We're on to pitch 4 here, and it's delivered. Charlie hits it right out into right field. Second baseman puts some body on the ball. And they'll hold runners at 1 and 2. Charlie took lemons and made a little lemonade there. And gets a single out of a doodle bopper, as I like to call him. Caden Mize at the plate. He drives the ball straight over, slaps second base, bounces at the forehead of the shortstop. And Mr. Cooper Hanley will tap home plate for another run for the 7U Rockets. Mr. Eli Curington is in the batter's box on the right-hand side. He'll probably waste no time. Pitch 1, he drives straight out into the second baseman's hand, and that's a little overthrow. They gave us a gold nugget there. KJ takes base 2, and Eli is sitting on first base. Mr. John Paul Petrozella is back in the box, and he takes pitch 1 straight over the plate. Pitch 2 dealt. The shortstop drives across and makes an outstanding grab. Mr. Sheldon seals that ball up and puts 2 outs on the board for the 8U team. Mr. Caden Mize in the box for the 7U Rockets. That pitch is delivered. Caden Mize drives the ball down the third baseline. A little mishandle, and he seals it up for an out. Folks, it looks like that will be a wrap. The 7U team sitting at 31, 8U at 24, just a little out of reach. I think they're going to go ahead and slap skin here and congratulate each other on a great ball game. It's been a great day here at Lumen Harris Park in Gardendale, Alabama. Thank you for joining in here at GSPN, your Gardendale Sports Network. We'll be back in just a few days, folks. Stay tuned and join us again soon. Have a great night.